Hello everyone. We are going to configure router on a stick enter VLAN. First, we are going to rename the user profile. Then click OK. We are in addressing table. There's device, interfaces, IPv for address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Our objectives: Part 1, add VLANs to a switch. Part 2, configure sub-interfaces. Part 3, test connectivity within inter-VLAN routing. The scenario: in this activity, you will configure VLANs and inter-VLAN routing. You will then enable trunk interfaces and verify connectivity between VLANs. Instructions: Part 1, add VLANs to a switch. And then the step 1, create VLANs on switch 1. And create VLAN 10 and VLAN 30 on switch 1. Click switch 1. Press enter. Type EN, which is enable. Enter. Type ConFT. Enter. And then VLAN 10. Enter in VLAN 30 in Control Z. Type show VLAN brief. Step 2, assign VLANs to ports. A. Configure interfaces F0/6 and F0/11 as access ports and assign VLANs. First, assign the port connected to PC1 to VLAN 10, and the next is assign the port connected to PC3 to VLAN 30. Type ConFT. Interface fast Ethernet. (0/11). Enter. Switch port mode access. Enter. Switch port access VLAN 10. And then exit. Now we are going to assign the port connected to PC3 to VLAN 30. Type interface FA 0/6. Enter. Type switch port mode access. Enter. Type switch port access VLAN 30 and then Control Z. Press enter. So step 2B, issue the show VLAN brief command to verify VLAN configuration. Type show VLAN brief, then press enter. So as you can see, this is what will appear as you enter show VLAN brief, and it shows VLAN 10 and VLAN 30. So we are going to proceed to step 3, which is test connectivity between PC1 and PC3. From PC1, ping PC3. So let's ping PC1 to PC3. Ping 172.17.10.0. The IP address of PC1 and PC3 is here. And then the VLAN 10 is having 172.17.10.0. And VLAN 30 is 172.17.30.0. The question is, were the pings successful? Why did you get this result? Why this ping failed? It is failed because here we can see PC1 and PC3, they are in different VLANs. Part 2, configure sub-interfaces. Step 1, configure sub-interfaces in R1 using the 802.1q encapsulation. A. Create the sub-interface G0/0.10. First is set the encapsulation type to 802.1q and assign VLAN to the sub-interface. Next is refer to the address table and assign the correct IP address to the sub-interface. Click R1, press Enter. Type EN, then ConFT, Enter. Type interface G0/0.10. Let's retype int G0/0.10. Type encapsulation DOT1Q10. Type encapsulation DOT1Q. Type IP address (172.17.10.0). Then the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Type IP address 172.17.10.1 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Enter, then type exit. Repeat for the G0/0.30 sub interface. Type int G (0/0.30). Encapsulation DOT 1Q.30. Then the IP address 172.17.30.1. Then the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Enter. Then Control Z. Test connectivity with inter-VLAN routing, ping between PC1 and PC3. Type show VLAN, IP interface brief, then press enter. As you can see, gigabyte 10 and 30 is now in the interface. It is still down and we're going to make it okay. Now we are going to ping from PC1 to PC3. The ping should still fail. Explain. Ping 172.17.30.1. Enter. The ping should still fail. It is because we're not done configuring, and it also timed out because it's still not okay. ConFT. Type interface G0/0 and then enter. No shutdown. Press enter. So as you can see, gigabyte Ethernet 0/0.10 change state to up. Also, the gigabyte Ethernet 0/0.30 change state to up. Type show IP interface brief. Sorry, so we are going to Control Z. Type show IP interface brief. Then enter. As you can see, both VLAN 10 and VLAN 30 are yes manual up and the protocol is up. So we are going to configure Gigabyte Ethernet 0/1. Now let's go back to switch 1. Press enter. Type EN, which is enable. Type ConFT and then interface G0/1. Enter. Then type switch port mode trunk. Then Ctrl Z. Type show interface trunk. As you can see, here is the port, mode, and native VLAN. Port have gigabit 0/1. Mode is on. Encapsulation is 02.1Q. Status is trunking and native VLAN is 1. A on switch 1 issue the show VLAN command. We actually show VLAN command. What VLAN is G0/1 assigned to? It is the switch port mode that trunk. Because the router was configured with multiple sub-interfaces assigned to different VLANs, the switch port connecting to the router must be configured as a trunk. Enable trunking on interface G0/1. How can you determine that the interface is a trunk port using the show VLAN command? No, because we never show VLAN command. Because we are using the show interface command to see the IP address. Issue the interface trunk command to verify that the interface is configured as a trunk. So here it is, we've done show interface trunk. So let's proceed to step 3, test connectivity. If the configuration are correct, PC1 and PC3 should be able to ping their default gateways and each other. What addresses do PC1 and PC3 use as their default gateway addresses? They use the default gateway addresses for PC1 and PC3. So as you can see in IP configuration, it is already have a default gateway. Same with PC3. And then we're going to ping 172.17.30.10. So we already ping. We are going to see the result. The assessment items are all okay. As you can see, the completion is 100%.